welcome back to my channel and welcome to another collection slash stash type of video. So today I'm going to be talking about my diamond painting tray collection. So if you're new here, I love collecting diamond painting accessories. I love collecting anything. It's funny, I was talking to my sister the other day and she's like, what are you collecting now? She always comments about how like I've always been a collector. I've always loved collecting anything. So I thought that was really funny. And I was like, so funny that you say that because I'm getting ready to film a collection video. So today we'll be talking about my trays. And I have some hits and some definite misses. I do have a whole bunch of the clear Diamond Art Club trays, the new ones and the old. I just don't keep them in this area. I have some of the newer Diamond Art Club trays readily available, but the rest I have in a bag that just kind of sits around. But actually, I need to grab something. Okay. So do know that I have obviously a bunch of the trays that come in the kits. I just don't keep them in this area. And normally I store my ABs and special drills here and then kind of just on the top over here. So I've pulled all those out for the sake of this video. So let's see, where shall we start? I guess we'll start, I'm gonna move this one here. Okay, so we'll start with this drawer. I have a lot of different things. So I do have some stuff from Shiny Shazza, actually. I'm just realizing that I did not collect things from current kits. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I have everything now, and if I don't, that's okay too. So let's start with Shiny Shazza because they are on top. So I have a few of her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagon resin trays. Now I don't actually use these for diamonds, which I know probably sounds so weird. I actually use them as coasters in my craft area diamond painting space. So these are super pretty and I have used them before as trays. They work better for squares than rounds, but I prefer to multi-place whenever possible. So something like this where I can't line them up in straight lines, they don't work perfectly for me, but I do really love them. I think they're beautiful. So I have this kind of mermaidy one, this one here, and these two. So these are all resin. Sharon at Shiny Shazza, she works with resin and makes all kinds of trays. So these are the first ones. And then I have this one, which is a newer style for her. It's in the shape of kind of a diamond. What shape is this? I don't know. But this one is rainbow. Now, this one isn't my favorite. I did use this in with a recent kit, and there's a lot of holes in the lines, which is just something that you kind of get when you're working with resin. That's my cat. I have my door open, so they will probably be in and out. Please don't knock that over, Luna. So this one didn't work great for me, but it's still beautiful and I will suffer through. This one I have not used yet, actually. This is one of her newer styles as well. This one's really pretty. She works with gold leaf a lot and I think it's just so beautiful. This one I have tested and the lines are much better. So I do find her trays a little finicky. So this is the first style that she worked with. Now some of these actually didn't cure great for me, and it totally could have been how I store them. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think she makes these ones anymore because they don't have a spout. But these were some of my first ones. So we have a pink glitter, an orange glitter, and then this kind of like galaxy gradient type of one. This one in particular, it kind of cured with like a divot in it, but super cute. I don't use them very often, but I do have them. And then this is another newer style she has with the stopper. These ones I have also tested. I think I have do I have a small shop spotlight? I think I tested these on camera. I put drills in them and tried them. And these ones I think were the best ones. I have not actually used either of these yet for a full-on kit, but I have tested them. So that is Shiny's Shazza, and I do really enjoy her trays, and she does amazing resin work. They just don't necessarily work as well for me as like 3D printed trays. So the rest of my collection is 3D printed. I just find more consistency personally in a 3D printed tray rather than resin. But I 100% appreciate and absolutely love Sharon's work with resin. And I will honorable mention for this little trash tray here. This one's not a cover minder, it's just a little trash tray. I think it matches one of the other ones, but that is Shiny Shazza. And like I said, amazing resin artist. Not my favorite trays. They're definitely not ones I reach for very often, but sometimes it's nice to have those random, like one-off, really pretty trays. Like that rainbow one was perfect for one of my recent kits. So that is that shop. Next in here I have NYX's Notions. Now I do have a few trays from them, and they offer a variety of sizes. I think, what is this one? The Shrimp Boat. So I have gray and this really pretty peachy color. This is a somewhat of a new style for them. It's called the Tall Boy, and it is this really pretty like spring green. This one is the same size. It just has much taller sides on it, which personally I love because I'm a very aggressive aggressive shaker when it comes to my diamonds. And NYX's Notions, they all come with stoppers. You don't have to pay extra for a stopper. I have two of these. This one is called the Submarine. Her original ones didn't have the name listed, but the newer ones are 3D printed in the sides, So I have a gray one and a copper one. And then we have, what is this one? The Venti, which is, again, same size here. It's just the walls are a lot taller. So those are my trays from NYX's Notions. I'm going to try to put everything back as I go so I can try to keep this somewhat organized. Now, this is I have all my other Bella trays somewhere else, but this is the only max tray that I have. So it's the super big one, and I just keep it in here. I don't reach for that one very often. It's just a little too big for me. I have small hands, and trying to shake that out can be a little much. All right, next I have Painting with Diamonds UK. I have actually never purchased from them. I actually got these in a destash on a Facebook group. I had been wanting to try them. They're located in the UK, and yeah, somebody here in the States was destashing, so I picked up a couple to try. They're fine. They're okay. I don't think they're the best trays, but they're definitely not the worst trays, which I have a worse tray to show you. We'll talk about it, but yeah, these ones are fine. So I have this light blue, I have a gold, and a green. They're printed pretty well. This blue one has a bunch of like extra pieces at the end of the line, and the drills just get stuck in them. I could probably file that down. I just haven't. So that is paint. Is it paint or painting with Diamonds UK? Next up is one of my favorites. JH Envision Labs is one of the first places that I purchased trays from, and I have a pretty healthy size collection. So I have two of their styles. They have actually come out with a third. I just haven't purchased any of those yet. I have some of the square ones and some of the rectangles. So you can get your trays from there personalized. To my knowledge, they were one of the first, if not the first, diamond painting tray companies or 3D tray companies to offer personalization. So I actually have two, yeah. So I have two that are personalized. These were the first two that I purchased from them. And then I just kind of decided against the personalization and I just started picking colors. So I have teal, pink, yellow, and a really pretty purple. Sorry guys. I have a rose gold, a really pretty glittery green. I remembered I got this like my first Christmas. Not my first Christmas diamond painting, but the first Christmas that I was really into accessories. I thought that was really pretty. A periwinkle, really pretty like fuchsia color. And I didn't realize I had the same color as that paint with diamonds. So like a gold, a silk, turquoise, and teal, and then a silver. So those are my squares from them. And then the rectangle trays. Ooh, I do not have, sorry guys, these are a little difficult to handle if you can't tell. I don't have any of the rectangle trays personalized. So I have a periwinkle, a gold, a marble, a mint, and a rose gold. And then I have a silver, a dark blue, like a translucent yellow, and a really pretty red. This is another really fun one for Christmas. Now, something else about JH Envision Labs is they do offer stoppers with all of their trays. They just automatically come with this white stopper here, but you can actually purchase packs of different style stoppers. So I have a pack of the diamonds in rose gold and a pack of the hearts in gold. They have other shapes. Those are just the two that I have, and you can get them in pretty much every color you can get the trays in. So that is the first drawer. I'm gonna pause you guys here so I can reorganize, and then I'll bring the other drawer over. Okay, so first drawer is back organized all nicely, and let's get into the second one here. So I have a couple of funnels available. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've actually used a funnel, but with my luck, I'll get rid of them and I will need one. So we have that. I also have some clamps for my drafting table. When I first got it, I thought I would want to work with it tilted, and turns out that does not work for me, and I like it flat. So, but I do have some of these really nice clamps if I change my mind. I have a couple of these heart, like nesting trays. I think there's 3. Yeah, there's 3 in this one. I think I purchased this one off of Amazon. And then Patty Wax or Distracted by Diamonds, when you buy a kit from them, you get one of these heart trays. So these are actually really nice. These are nice to travel with because it gives you, you know, it's compact, but you have a good amount of trays if you need them. And then let's get into this other stuff. So I have 4 trays from Add More Zest, formerly 4 Kids at 147. I think she still goes by that, but their channel is now Add More Zest. This gray one was their first launch where they used like a sticker, and now they 3D print their brand name into the back. Their trays are printed in like the shape of a diamond, which I think is really neat. These they're great trays. They just don't hold as many diamonds as I like to have in my tray. I'm definitely an overfiller when it comes to my trays. So these can be a little light on the diamonds for me personally, but when you're working in areas of confetti, these ones are really nice to pull out and work with. And they also come with a stopper. So that is Add More Zest. We're going to talk about this one last because it is on my shit list. This tray here is from Wilson 3D Designs. These were really popular maybe like a year and a half ago. And this works well. I just thought that the walls were a little low for me, but I did like their design to pour the diamonds out. You know, like you have some protection there, so as you're shaking them out. And it's also really comfortable to hold, especially if you do use a drafting table and you use it at an angle. You're kind of holding it like very comfortably, and you can kind of hold it while you're placing your diamonds. So that is that one. I don't use this one very often. It's fine, it's just not a favorite. I keep one of these large white boats readily available. Sometimes when I'm using, you know, fun colored trays, if you have a drill that's really similar in color to those trays, you kind of lose that color in the tray. So I will always have this kind of readily available and I can just yank it. And I feel like white trays show all colors very well, aside from white, obviously. But, you know, if I'm working on an orange and I have this orange tray, sometimes it can be hard to pick up the orange drill just with your eyeballs. So it is nice to just have one of these larger white trays. I think I got this off of Amazon in a pack of like 3 way back when I started diamond painting. The next shop that I have here is Crafty Creations by LEP, or is it just Creations by LEP? I'll link all these shops down below. Most of them are Etsy stores. I have all of these stoppers and extra stoppers from those trays in this little bag. And I have 2 of their minis. This is a new size for them and it's so stinking cute. I do really love these trays. I've talked about them a few times on my channel. I did a small shop spotlight on them. I have some of their larger single-sided trays. I have this really pretty light blue, I have a dark blue, and then these are their newer, what do you call it? Not duochrome, but kind of, I think she calls them quantum colors. So you get like 2 colors. So this one's blue and purple, you have green and purple, and like a magenta and silver. I'm using this one on my current project, so I'm gonna pop that one over there. I do really like these. And she also has these double-sided trays. Now, I love the idea of these, but they do not work for me personally. And I have shared this in videos before. When I shake a tray, I shake this way. So I want the lines to be like this, so I can shake this way. These trays, the lines are printed like this way. So in order to shake it, I have to grab it like this and shake, and personally I have very small hands and that's a stretch for me and it's very uncomfortable. So these, the idea is great, it just doesn't, the direction of the lines don't work for me. So I do like them, but they are not my favorite. So that is Crafty Creations by LEP. I will link them down below. They just released some new of these quantum colors. I need to get my order in because they're limited edition and there's a couple that I want. Okay, now we also have Muni Made. So I have a pretty good amount of Muni Made trays, not the most by any standards, but I do have 3 of their large trays. I have a purple, this pretty like icy blue, and marble. I'm also using this tray on a diamond painting, so I'm gonna put that aside. And then I have a pretty decent amount of their smaller trays. Now, I personally prefer the large trays from Muni Made to the small trays, but I do still like them and I still use them. So I have one of the mini in, I guess this is their regular size, not mini. So I have the really pretty, like kind of snowy type of blue. I have a red with a lid. I don't know how I mean, obviously I ordered it that way, but I would have ordered a stopper unless it wasn't available. So I have a red with a lid. I have 1 full set, meaning it has the tray, the lid, and the stopper in this really pretty mint. I have one of their rainbow trays, a black one. Their jewel tone trays are my absolute favorite. So I have 3. I have a green, a blue, and like a magenta, I guess. And then I have kind of an aqua, a minty silk color, and a purple. So those are my trays from here. Now let's talk about the tray that I said was on my shit list. It's this one. This is from 3D Designs, or My 3D Designs, and this tray is awful. I've never even used it. It's so bad. It's supposed to be a cat, and it could be that I just picked a bad color to get the cat image across. but it's also just printed awful. It's not good. And the stopper is horrendous. So I've never used this tray. It just sits to remind me to never order from them again. Yeah, I was not happy with that experience. Okay, let me pack up this drawer and then we will get into all the goodies over here. So I will be right back. All right, so my final tray collection is the, probably, are these my favorite? I think they probably are. I reach for these the most and I have a lot of them. So I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm asking myself, are these your favorite? Why don't I leave that for the end? We'll talk about my favorites at the end. Now, these are trays from Art de Nicole. I will say, I do not own any of their newest version, which includes a different type of spout with a stopper. I don't have any of them. There have been some colors that I've liked that have been released, but I have a lot of colors and they don't re-release the same colors all the time, but sometimes they release like similar colors. I don't need them. I have enough trays. Eventually I would like to try some of their newest model, but for now I'm content with what I have. So am I gonna show you all the colors? I guess. So I do purchase the sets. So I purchased 2 small and 1 large. I have some of these organizers printed and I have them stacked together. These obviously don't go in my drawers. They go in, I have a little craft dresser in the closet in this room and they just sit on top. I'm however realizing that I think I have these trays upside down. So that's cool. So I'll just go through the colors really quickly. I'm gonna show you the colors of the large trays. Just know that I do have them in the small size as well. So I have this red. I don't remember the colors of all of these, but this is this version 2? I also have a version 1, which I'll show you at the end, but I think this is version 2 of their tray and the newest one is version 3, but it has this type of spout and then the trays slide on. So I have red, I have this orange, I have another orange down here, a darker orange, I have yellow, gold. I think this was like their 1-year anniversary color. I have an obnoxious green, which I love. I have another obnoxious green, which I also love. I have a mint green, a really pretty aqua maybe. An army green, not a color you see very often, but it's one that I have been thankful to have in my collection more than once, if you can believe it. I have this pretty blue, like a cobalt, a bubblegum pink, a bright pink, magenta maybe, a lilac or lavender purple. Maybe this is magenta. I don't know. What do you think? This cool purple color. I have a white one. This is Galaxy Black. I remember that color. This color was their limited edition in the, was this in the Drills and Chills mystery box last year, I think? I have a rainbow set. And then I have a rose gold in the original style. So this one, this style is when they had the lids that just sat on top. They didn't slide, they just sat there. And the top doesn't fit inside this thing, so I just leave it without the top. So that is my Art de Nicole collection. Let me grab the other drawers and we will go over my favorites. All right, we've got a lot going on here. Now, as far as the trays in my collection, my favorites are Bella Art de Nicole. I reach for them a lot. If you follow my Instagram posts, I often am using a Bella Art de Nicole tray. I also love my JH and Vision Lab trays. They were the first 3D printed trays that I tried, and they've just been a favorite since then. I love both styles, the square and the rectangle. I believe their third style, their newest style, is the rectangle but larger, so I definitely want to give that a shot. And my newest favorite is the LEP trays, these ones over here. I really enjoy them. But the two that I reach for the most, I will say, are Bella Art de Nicole and JH and Vision Labs. My honorable mention is probably Muni Made. I do enjoy the trays. I have not purchased from Muni Made in a while. They're hard to get your hands on. Sometimes it's just not worth it. No offense to anybody. I love that I can go to JH and Vision Lab and be like, oh, I need a purple tray. Chances are they have their purple in stock and you can just order it. With Muni Made, she does drops. So she'll print a bunch and then she'll say when her drop is. I think is it Wednesdays? I think it's Wednesdays, and she doesn't, like, she sells what she has. Whereas JH and Vision Lab, I'm pretty sure they sell and then print whatever they need. So that's kind of where the difference is there. But yeah, the only tray that I cannot stand in my collection is this one. The rest I do enjoy, I do use, but I would say Bella Art de Nicole and JH and Vision Labs are my favorites. I love trying out new trays. I actually have one on my list that I'm hoping to make a purchase from soon. But if there is a tray company that you absolutely love, that is like your holy grail, please let me know down below. I would love to give them a try. I'm one of those people, when I start a new kit, one of my absolute favorite things to do is to match my accessories. Do I need all of these trays in different colors? No, I do not. Could I get away with having like one set of Bella Art de Nicole white trays? Sure, I could, but I really love matching my accessories. So it is what it is. Everybody has their thing. Like I said at the beginning of the video, apparently I've always been a collector, according to my sister. So yeah, let me know your favorite tray down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and getting a sneak peek into my, not really a sneak peek, getting just a peek into my collection. And let me know what collection you would like to see next. I'm kind of thinking maybe my cover minders, question mark? Let me know. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.